In this video, I'm portraying the size of the universe in Minecraft. And each planet is way farther away than you expect. Like, I was actually surprised from the results. And there's also a mysterious planet called Planet 9 that you've probably never heard about. I'm gonna guess that you probably don't know the distance Earth is from the sun, and here is to prove my point. Okay, Mr. Snackla, how far do you think Earth is away from the sun?
About that far.
You're right, actually.
I am?
No, it's 1,000 blocks that direction.
Say what?
If the Earth was actually that close, we would all be dead. Also, this scale is 1 to 100,000, which would make the sun 8 blocks wide, and would make every single planet less than a block big. Anyway, where do you think the distance Mercury is from the sun? Here? Here? No, here. Actually, it's 300 blocks away, and the size of Mercury is around 4 pixels. And to give a sense of scale, I put this whole solar system thing inside my city, and right now we're kind of outside the downtown area, but still kind of in it. Next up we have Venus, which is 700 blocks away, and it's around 24 pixels big. And right where we are, we're around the outskirts of the city, but we're still in it though. And did you know that the surface of Venus is actually hot enough to cook an egg? It's actually also hot enough to cook you. I wouldn't recommend it as a vacation stay. Next up we have Earth, which is 923 blocks away. Earth is also 24 pixels big. And just imagine what the little people on that Earth think when I'm recording this. I think it's about time I turn this world to night. There, now it actually looks like space. And around 2 blocks away we have the moon, which is around 4 pixels big. And if you look down, we're pretty much outside the sea at this point. I don't know what that square thing is, I don't know when I made that, but it's there. It's also kind of weird to think that all of human history happened on just these 24 pixels. Alright, that was kind of depressing, but anyway, next up we have Mars, which is 1,300 blocks away. And at this scale, it's around 12 pixels. People are also planning to land on Mars in the 2030s. And who knows, we may find aliens. Then we have the asteroid belt, which is 2,000 blocks away from the sun. And the asteroid belt is 1,000 blocks long. I was surprised as well. Here's a time lapse of me flying across the asteroid belt. After that, we have Jupiter, which is 4,600 blocks away from the sun. And every single time lapse has the same speed, so you can really see how far each planet is. Jupiter is also the biggest planet in the solar system, with a whopping 220 pixels. And did you know that Jupiter actually has rings? I'm gonna place some rings around Jupiter so we can see what it looks like. Alright, scrap that. Let's just move on to Saturn. Saturn is 8,800 blocks away. And it took me 3 minutes to fly from Jupiter to Saturn. That just shows you how far all these planets are from each other. So I'm not going to show you the whole time lapse. Here is Saturn, and it's 190 pixels big. And we're 8,800 blocks from the sun. And apparently if there's a bathtub big enough to fit Saturn, it would float. But that's impossible. Unless you're in Minecraft. Then at 9,200 blocks away from the sun, we find the radius of the largest star we've ever discovered. This means that if you place Stephenson 218 on top of the sun, it would engulf the orbit of Saturn. At around 18,000 blocks away from the sun, we have Uranus. And I'm not pronouncing it the other way, you 4th graders. And Uranus is around 80 pixels. And it also has rings like Saturn and Jupiter. Then we have Neptune, which is 27,000 blocks away from the sun. And it's around 80 pixels big. Then we have the beginning of the Kuiper Belt, which is like the asteroid belt, but way farther away. Then at last, 37,000 blocks away from the sun, we have Pluto. And in actuality, it will only be 1 pixel, but I made it 4 pixels just for the looks. And if you somehow find yourself on Pluto without, dying, then you may look up and you see the sun, and it's actually bright enough to read a book. Now it's time to teleport to Planet 9. Okay, so I'm 500,000 blocks out. It's not even loading the oh wait, there. Hold on, let me turn it today. Oh, there it is. So Planet 9 is literally at the scale, it's 500,000 blocks out. And we have actually never observed Planet 9, but we think it's there because of strange gravitational stuff. There's also a theory that Planet 9 is a baseball-sized black hole, so sleep well tonight. There's also a chance that Planet 9 may not even exist, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. And if someone was wondering, why didn't he just do 1-to-1 scale? Well, yeah, that's not really happening. And here's a real cool Lego set I found. Basically, look, there's the Earth, the Moon, the Sun, and basically if we just crank this, everything moves. It's so cool. Anyway, if you guys liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe so you never miss another video. And yes, I did place 30,000 barrier blocks, and it was not fun.